It's like the eastern Great Lakes region, the interior parts of the Northeast, and finally, by Friday night, this upper level low would slowly make its way and cover southwestern California, just over San Diego, LA, Orange County. And there is going to be another trough just over northern Missouri, as well as an upper level low just to the northeast of the Great Lakes region, just over the Hudson Bay area. Then there's also ridges just offshore from the Pacific Northwest, an upper level high just over South Florida and the Florida Keys. What does this mean? It means that there is going to be plenty of wet weather. Some may be strong to severe weather in the desert southwest, all the way towards Texas, Oklahoma, and towards the Ohio Valley, and even parts of the Northeast might get in on the action. And as well as northern New England, but with a different type of storm. Winter weather. That could be a thing. Oh, and let's not forget about Florida. Now let's take a look at the tropics real quick, because it's close to the end of the hurricane season. Okay, so let's take a look using the GFS model. I would say like there's a lot of dry air right around here, but all I can see is that there is a bit of a barometric swamp at 500 millibars. Plenty of dry wind shear all across the Caribbean. We move to 24 hours. A lot of wind shear everywhere, as you can see, folks. And even though there are areas of possible development, but I wonder how long will that last? Oh, wait. By Thursday night, there's a lot of wind shear everywhere, all across the Atlantic. For Thursday night, Friday night, similar story. Saturday night too. Sunday night. Oh, maybe something could form. Maybe some showers and some thunderstorms by Monday night. Just checking. Sunday night too. And what about back on Saturday night? Just mostly Sunday, Monday to early Tuesday. Well, the whole of Tuesday. Wednesday. And then it's all guessing games that follow. Then we check the European model, where there's a lot of wind shear throughout the Caribbean. Chances are maybe areas of development possible. Very unlikely. It looks messy. But still, though. Then, sorry. Wednesday night, there is a lot of wind shear throughout the Atlantic, and then we go to Thursday night, a lot of wind shear. Friday night, I wouldn't put money on it. There's a lot of wind shear. Saturday night, also a lot of wind shear involved. I mean, when you do have a lot of wind shear, you tend to have type of inhibition of tropical development. Inhibition of convection. Let's see. Plenty of wind shear, but by Monday night, same thing. Thought someone would crash, but let's go here. By next Tuesday night. What's the point in that? But so far things are looking okay. I mean, nothing bad happening in the tropics. Now using the Canadian model, the previous one was the European model. Some wind shear is right around between South America and Africa. Elsewhere, there's plenty of wind shear, but then you move to 24 hours from now, wind shear starts increasing in that region. Plenty of wind shear, but even though there's still some barometric swamp in the upper part of the atmosphere, chances of development, but Friday night, what good would that do, right? Saturday night, though, there's just a lot of wind shear, a lot of dry air, folks. Sunday night, a lot of wind shear. Maybe something could form just on the eastern, just east of the Windward Islands. Monday night, those chances are gone, especially next Tuesday night, and then all guessing games follow. And now let's go here. This is the National Hurricane Center, and as indicated, there are no chances of development within the next 7 days anywhere in the Atlantic. But let's check the drought real quick. Well, as of now, there is still a lot of drought to deal with in Maine, up northern New England. They're in the form of extreme drought, as well as southern Georgia, Panhandle of Florida, southern Alabama, southern Texas, the desert Southwest, the parts of the Great Basin, Rocky Mountains, the interior parts of the Pacific Northwest, north of the Ohio River. But there's no drought in Northern California. Kentucky's drought-free, and almost for Kentucky. Rhode Island is also drought-free, almost for Connecticut, and almost for Tennessee. Alright, and now let's take a look at the fall foliage. For fall foliage, I mean, as you can see, folks, we do have much of the northern half of the country. They have past peak colors, but there's still a tiny bit that's still left over in Northern California and a tiny bit in the coastal side of Southwest Oregon. Going down South Florida, hold on, let me see. Yeah, South Florida, there's still plenty of no colors, or even a little bit of colors. But anyway, I would say for folks in Tampa to Orlando, there are low colors. There's a tiny bit of moderate colors in northwestern Florida, and Texas has a huge variety of a huge gradient of past peak colors to moderate colors. But actually, it's the most dramatic that you start off with northwestern Georgia to Miami. That's a huge, significant thing, folks. Very significant. I mean, think about it. You could pretty much drive the whole day from northwestern Georgia, or rather from Chattanooga. From Chattanooga all the way to Miami. Yeah, that could take a whole day. The whole day. Along I-75. Okay, now I'm going to go here, just to prepare myself after I deal with the 3-day forecast. And we go here. Sorry about that. Okay. It is 6:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. This is Marlon here. This is episode 95 of Mushroom City Minecraft. Welcome, welcome. But we're going to get to that in just a couple of moments, which is about 20 minutes from now. But in the meantime, let's just take a quick look at the next 3 days. The next 3 days using the NAM. More background music, great. Never mind. Okay, now we take a look at the temperatures. Didn't mean to do that. Go here. Hold on a minute. Okay, let's take a look throughout tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, there's going to be freezing temperatures, below average temperatures throughout the Great Lakes region, parts of the northeast, much of the Northeast, and as well as folks in the interior parts of the West. Plenty of very warm temperatures in the early morning hours, folks throughout much of the South. A lot of warm temperatures for tomorrow night. By tomorrow night in the south, still some below average temperatures, freezing temperatures throughout the interior parts of the Northeast. Mild temperatures throughout the West Coast. Thursday morning, plenty of mild temperatures, very warm temperatures throughout the south, very chilly temperatures throughout the Northeast, as well as folks in the interior parts of the West. For Thursday night, plenty of warm temperatures all across the south. Very chilly temperatures slowly start to recede throughout much of the Northeast. And still some mild temperatures all along the West Coast and in the lower Colorado Valley. Friday morning, there's plenty of mild temperatures throughout the south, but we do see some chilly temperatures moving into the western part of Texas. Plenty of chilly temperatures, freezing temperatures still left over in northern New England, and plenty of chilly temperatures moving into the northern plains and upper Mississippi Valley, western Great Lakes region, but still there's plenty of which in the Rockies, the Great Basin, Sierra Nevadas, Cascades too. And finally, a lot of warmth around all across the south, but most notably in the Texas coast. And we do see temperatures that are very chilly throughout by Friday evening, but not as frigid cold. The West Coast, it's getting milder, but most notably in the Central Valley, California. Still left over throughout the coastal part of the Pacific Northwest. And now let's head over to talk about dew point for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning there's a lot of humidity all across the south, most notably in the western half of the in the Gulf Coast and South Florida. Sorry, and a little bit of moisture throughout places like Central California, Southern Arizona, and parts of New Mexico. Now, let's go to here. And when I mean here, I mean tomorrow night. Plenty of humidity throughout the south, a lot of which, and as well as a little bit in Arizona and small bits in the west coast of California, and as well as the rest of the Great Plains. Now let's go here, where there's going to be a lot of moisture for Thursday morning all across the south. Bits of which still remaining throughout parts of the west coast, and a little bit in the mid-Mississippi Valley, central Great Plains region, and New Mexico and southern Arizona. So let's take a look for Thursday night. By Thursday night, we do have plenty of moisture. There's a lot of which still there all across the south. But dry air and cool air starts moving into places like western Texas. But then you have a slight bit of humidity creeping up into places like Chicago, Indianapolis, Toledo, Detroit, Milwaukee. Excuse me. And Louisville, Kentucky, Cincinnati, and Southern Virginia, too. And let's not forget about folks along the West Coast. Now, what about for folks all across the South? Still plenty of humidity, but there's going to be dry air moving into the rest of western Texas, and a little bit of humidity still remains throughout the Ohio Valley, but Chicago would get some cold air and some dry air along with it. But yeah, we do have lingering moisture still lingering